Hello my loves, Tony here from TL Yarn Crafts and welcome back. And today I am documenting what might be my very last visit to Joann. Since opening their very first store in Cleveland in 1943, Joann has had lots of ups and downs. With all those changes, Joann has managed to open 865 stores in 49 different states here in the US. But even with all that expansion and success, Joann filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy for the very first time in March 2024. And unfortunately, they had to turn around and file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy once again in January 2025. It was the second filing that has sent the craft world into a complete tizzy, and we're starting to see footage of stores with unopened boxes, disheveled shelves, and disgruntled workers. For generations of makers just like me, Joann has been not just a store, but a sanctuary for our creativity. It's where we go get our supplies, but also see a friendly face and someone who really understands how obsessive we can be about crafts. Knitters, crocheters, sewers, pattern makers, paper piecers, and just your everyday home decor fanatics have found a home at Joann. Like many of you out there, I have a story of what Joann means to me as a crafter. When I first got my business off the ground and I was selling at craft shows, I would go to Joann and leave with trash bags full of Lion Brand Thick and Quick to make all of the hats, ear warmers, and cowls that I could. As TL Yarn Crafts continued to flourish, I was able to work with Joann with opening new stores. I also had a chance to meet one of my crafty idols, Amber Kemp Gerstel, there, and she is just as magical in person as she is on the internet. I have nothing but fond memories at Joann, and now considering that it just might be closing all of those stores, I am a little bit heartbroken. So I'm gonna go grab my Momma Gwen and we're gonna head over to my local Joann and just suss out the situation and maybe fill a basket or two just in case this is our last visit ever. Come on, let's go. Let's go, girlfriend. It's mommy. All right, so we did have a little bit of a snafu getting permission to record, but we did ultimately get the permission. So I'm just kind of taking a peek around. One of the first things I noticed is that this Joann is still completely stocked. I'm seeing employees walking around. I'm seeing bolts of fabric everywhere, and I am seeing pretty full yarn shelves, which is pretty amazing because a lot of the videos that I've seen so far of people going to Joann, it's looking like a ghost town, but ours is pretty well stocked. It's looking pretty good in here. I think so too. Fingers crossed, maybe that means we'll get to keep this one. I don't know, we'll see. What'd you find? I feel like you've been looking for that for a while. Yeah, pretty. It's gorgeous.
Look at that.
Oh, stunning. Gorgeous. What would you make?
Ooh, probably like a cowl.
Oh, that would be super pretty.
Pretty cowl, just striped in the stripes.
I love it.
Right?
Which one you find now?
This one is speckly.
Oh,
look at that.
That is so fun. I don't be seeing you using a whole lot of pink like that. I'm surprised you like that so much.
Well, you know I got 2 granddaughters.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You do be making gifts.
Yeah.
See, I'm the selfish one. I don't be making no gifts. I don't do that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's just for me. Yeah.
All the time.
Oh, this is different.
This is
Girl.
fun. Those big chunky pillows.
Those knot pillows.
Yeah, they really.
Oh, that'd be cute. Look at all these colors they got too. That is a stunning. Ooh, that nice dove gray back there is pretty. Oh, girl. Yes. See, that's what I'd be doing. That is gorgeous. So they're offering 25% off yarn right now as part of their Yarnormous sale. I did see that online before we came. So we're gonna have to stock up. We're clearly gonna need to stock up a little bit. Now I'm in the button section. This is looking a little sparse, but you know what? I'm not often over here, so I don't know exactly what this normally looks like. Same over here. This is kind of the first area that I'm encountering with the kind of trim and buttons and finishings that's looking a little bit sparse. I haven't seen any boxes of things that it looks like it's gonna be coming out. So now looking at the books, they are very well stocked. I am not seeing a Tunisian crochet handbook, but I will give them a pass. Maybe once they get their stuff together, they'll start carrying the good stuff. But until then, it looks like they've got a little bit of everything. So we're coming across a lot of our baby yarns. Some of your kitchen cottons are over here. They're jamming today. So this stuff is so pretty. This reminds me of the Big Twist Posh. It's that lovely like amigurumi yarn that people are using, which is so pretty. These colors, yellow's gorgeous. Oh, look at that peach, and it feels really nice. What is that? Woolpaca worsted. What's the percentage here? Oh, 80-20. Extra fine superwash merino too. Oh, they're not playing around. These colors are nice. Oh, I do love some Heartland. This is one of my absolute favorite acrylics. I can't get enough of this stuff. And that is just such a great color. What is this? Gateway Arch. Beautiful. What you find, girlfriend? Oh, always camo. Ooh, you stocking up. What we making?
So I went out of town.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have a black cardigan.
You didn't have a black cardigan.
I didn't have a black cardigan.
What were we thinking? How did we not have a black cardigan?
I don't know. So that's why I got the black.
It's time. It's time to get a black cardigan.
Because I'm like, how could I not have a black cardigan?
Ooh, I spy something purty. Oh, that's fun and different. Oh, I like all those greens.
They're nice.
Ooh, gorgeous camo. That's nicer than the camo I learned with, girl. They must have improved some things.
It's just improved a little bit. It's not as big as it used to be, but that's
sure.
Okay.
We'll work with what we got.
What we got.
Ooh, do love some True Boo. Listen, she's a little finicky to work with, but when she's in the garments, she is that girl.
Could you imagine this as a dress?
100% I could. Ooh. I see it. I see the vision, especially for me. They do. Like, I don't think I've seen this before.
I've not seen this. Look at this plum.
Oh, that's beautiful. It does, and those would go really nice together. That's a really nice teal too. Ooh. All right, y'all. You're getting this inspiration for free. Don't waste it. That's the stuff I got at home, girl. Somebody likes purple today. That's gorgeous.
Isn't that gorgeous? I should make a hat out of that.
Mm-hmm.
What I got on.
That would be really cute. They just got the one left, and it's 25% off. You're in a cowl mood. Oh, I see them trying to get a little apricity going on. It ain't quite the same, but that's cute. I see what you tried, dear. I see what you did, dear.
Those two together.
Beautiful, very fiery. I love that.
You see that in there?
That's pretty.
That's gorgeous.
This might have to come home with me.
Look at this with this.
It might have to.
Striped.
Pretty. Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. Are you doing it all? But it's 25% off. And I'm sure we got coupons in the app.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I'll
put it in the car. We'll see.
Just throw it in the car. You know, we'll figure it out. A little more sparse down here. It's interesting how the yarn is pretty well stocked, but some of these other areas, this is the embroidery area, it's looking a little light.
You know what it looks like to me? Like they're moving. This is
you think so?
This usually the time of year when they
You're so optimistic. I love it.
Look at this purple.
That is truly stunning.
Well, I would do this. This.
See, I would swap out that lighter brown for that deeper brown right below it.
This one?
Yeah. Give it some good contrast. Oof, that's gorgeous. Those honeybee colors. So this is Lion Brand Respun, 100% polyester, $8.99.
And it's 25% off.
And it's 25% off. And I'm sure there's coupons in the app. Don't forget your coupons in the app. Don't forget your coupons in the app. Okay, if you're going to Joann, listen, save some money. Why don't you? What else you find? Ooh, we going dark and stormy. Very smoky, very lovely.
Isn't it?
I love that deeper purple too. That's really, really pretty. I love it because it's got more of like a unisex vibe. So you could put that on anybody.
With anybody.
I dig it. I love it. Ooh, this is so fluffy. So fluffy. Wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's nice and heavy. Put a big old skein in there.
For those big balls.
Those big cakes. Fits perfectly. Gorgeous. Oh, hold on. I ain't seen these hooks before.
Whoa.
These hooks right here before. Them things huge. I don't know how I feel about this hook head though.
No, I don't like that.
It's not like curved enough. Oh man, if they would have got those right, those would be really nice. But it's not even gonna grab the yarn.
No.
You see how straight that is? I ain't gonna do it. Oh, bummer.
What's that say?
It say Stitch Witch.
I like this one.
Granny life. Cheers.
Don't talk to me. I'm counting my stitches.
Girl, you're like, hush.
In your life.
It's a little lammy whammy. Oh my gosh, stop. It's so cute. It's so cute.
It's a cutie patootie.
Interestingly enough, we're still seeing a lot of open space in the sewing area, which is kind of surprising. All the yarn and none of the sewing. Interesting. So we've got a whole nother area of yarn over here. My mom found something for my niece.
Look at that. Winnie Pooh. Beautiful.
My baby girl loves unicorns. She loves pink, and purple is her favorite color. Yes, I could. If it was still intact in a year, I'd be surprised. Peekaboo! I spotted her. It's a maker in the wild. She's hiding from us, y'all. What she got? What she got? What you find?
Well, I'm making a sweater out of this supernova.
Oh, pretty.
Just so soft. But I need one more. I need one more.
You feel it in your heart.
And if not, then I'll make a hat.
Then we'll make a hat. Mama, they got your woobles. Oh, sorry, woobles.
I do like the chocolate woobles.
It's very pretty.
That's pretty.
Very, very pretty. The yarn itself is nice. It just don't need to be $15. Come on. And it matches your nails. It matches her nails. It matches her nails. Hey, it matches her nails. Hold skeins of yarn under tension for an easy, smooth unravel and a quick rewind. It's nice. That would make a really nice gift.
Oh my gosh, if you were doing like a secret, whatever.
Yeah, like a Secret Santa or something.
It's that friend holiday that's coming up with
Galentine's. Galentine's. What y'all doing for Galentine's Day? I need some ideas. The friend group trying to get together and do something fun. Give me some ideas. Give me some ideas, y'all. Hello everyone and welcome. As you can see, it's been a couple days since our shopping trip because if I'm honest, shopping is a little exhausting. Takes a little bit out of you.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, I just don't like spending money.
You don't like spending money?
No, I want it for free. All of it.
Welcome to my dining room because we do have a cute little haul that we got from Joann. We'd love to share with you considering this may or may not be our last visit there. I mean, who's to say? Things are still looking a little bit dicey. But in the meantime, we would love to share what we did find, because we certainly did find some good things.
Yeah, we got a
You want to
few
start?
good things.
You want to share what you got?
Yes, I'm gonna start with something really simple. So when I go in the store, I always go to the back. I go to the clearance.
Yes.
I go to those corners, and I score. I score every time.
Every time.
In the spring, summertime, I make a lot of purses. I make handbags, backpacks, different things like that. I found this cording for
Nice
$1.97, so I could probably make like a nice little bag out of this, just with this. And usually, I put like some leather, some clasp on it. That's
But $1.97, you can't beat that.
$1.97. Go ahead.
My turn?
Your turn.
Okay. I was really excited to see some more of this Karen Colorama. So this is like a tape ribbon yarn-ish. And we'll have links to everything that we can find links to down in the description, so you can check them out. But I thought this would be really fun to crochet with for like a nice summer top. It's the only way to get it in focus. I thought this would be really cute for like beach cover-ups or like cute little summer tops.
A nice duster. Oh,
it's really nice and lightweight. Yeah, nice a duster jacket. For sure. You know what I thought might be fun with this? So like a Tunisian crochet mesh. So you still have a little bit of structure, but then you still have that openness and that airiness.
You know what I would use it for? I'd make a sarong out of it.
Oh, yes.
For
absolutely.
The beach.
And be able to like tie it real cute. Oh, my gosh.
And have the fringe. Some fringe.
Yeah. Put some beads on the bottom of
girl.
it. Listen, you can freak it out if you want to.
On the same vein of, I go in the shopping carts and I be finding people's stuff. Somebody was hiding this beautiful linen. These are two of my favorite colors. They say it's a 3. I'm not giving that a 3.
It's way light. It's way. I would give that a 2 max. Yeah. So it's 65% cotton, 35% linen. A lovely all natural fiber, which is already so tricky to find. And then you found it on clearance too.
I found it on clearance. So the dress that I make, I want it to be a long dress, but I want to have it buttoned in the front, so I can use it as a cardigan also.
Oh, I love that idea.
So that's my idea for this. So
speaking of natural fibers, one thing I was really excited to see is that the K&C brand came out with this beautiful superwash wool luxe. So it's 100% superwash merino fine wool.
Fine.
Not just wool. Fine wool.
Fine.
Okay. It's a single ply wool, which like I'm always a little bit nervous about single ply, but I'm hoping because of the twist on here, it's going to hold up a little bit better. And I got a there you go. You a YouTuber now.
I'm a YouTuber now, mama. You know what this reminds me of? Malabrigo.
Oh, 100%. This has Malabrigo written all over it. Just the way that it's dyed. That kettle dye.
Yeah, the kettle dye. And the way it feels.
I hope it holds up well. Yeah. So I got 3 different colors. So this one is called Moonbeam, which is a nice like soft silvery gray. This one is called Blue Ether. So it's a really gorgeous like teal. I would say this is more green than blue.
Yeah.
But it's gorgeous.
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
And then this is soft sand.
So pretty.
It's so...
There wasn't much of that, but I got the 3 that were left.
Had 3, so she got off.
This was definitely one that they were starting to run low on colors. Yes. So if you see this, and all the yarn was 25% off as well.
It was.
So if you see it, you better grab it all. So it seems really nice. I'm really excited to use that eventually. And I also
got some of that. But
I got pretty ones. See, I went real demure.
She went demure. I went, y'all already know.
Mama do love her some color.
It's some color. And they all blend. I'm thinking about making flat iron.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. Thinking of making a flat iron.
Oh, I mean, I don't. That would be.
This is not enough, but
I mean, you can make a smaller one.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a smaller one because right now in Michigan it's still
cold.
It's so cold.
I'm so sick of it. We got a cute little bit of sun yesterday, and I feel like I got spoiled instantly. I was like,
it was
spring,
for about 5 minutes. By the time I got my clothes on and I looked back,
it was dark again. So I have one more thing to share, but this was kind of like my wild card. Yes. This was like a yarn that, you know, when I saw it, I was like, I got to have it, but I almost surprised myself by picking this up.
She surprised me.
So I got me some Red Heart Super Saver, y'all.
Super Saver.
Listen, the yarn snob ain't all snobby all the time, because
Not
when
all
you
the
do,
time.
when you serve color like this,
they giving it.
Are y'all seeing this color?
Yes.
Y'all seeing how beautiful this is?
Yes.
So this is Red Heart Super Saver. It's called Bitty Stripes.
Bitty Stripes.
This colorway is called Rainbow.
Right.
It's just called Rainbow. And I thought it was so beautiful.
And we love a rainbow.
We do love a rainbow. And it's kind of, again, I don't know why, but
it blends.
I was in that mood.
Yeah.
They had 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And guess how many I got?
6.
I got all 6.
As you should. It's nothing worse than getting home and like, why didn't I buy that?
So I got this rainbow colorway, and I thought to myself, I want to make a really nice blanket. I want to make a big, fluffy, comfy blanket to like have in my living room. Mm-hmm. So I got this to be the body, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to want to put a border on it or some kind of accent. So I got this one, and this is the colorway Saffron. $9.49 these were. Which, like, granted, they are bigger than these. So this one's 10 ounces. This one's 7 ounces.
So this is.
But like, should it be twice the price?
515 yards.
There's a lot of yarn in here, but I don't know if it's $10 worth of yarn. See, I don't know why, but I was just like so drawn to like these fall colors.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she got that one.
I got rainbow.
And I got, what is this called? What is that?
Crayon box. Okay.
They only have one.
They only have one.
Honey, look at that.
It's so pretty.
Look at this.
So it's like if rainbow was more heavy on the cool colors.
Yeah,
the
on the
blues for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's together.
They're fabulous together.
Could you imagine if you were making the 6-sided sweaters?
The hexagranny cardies.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
That would be really, maybe that's what I'll make.
Yeah, oh, that would be so nice.
Long. That's what I make. Oh, yeah, I do have 6. And then whatever I have left, then I can make a blanket.
So I got this for myself just to make a towel. I also... everything camo.
Mom loves camo.
Being a veteran, I love the camo.
The greens in there are really gorgeous.
Yeah, and I got it because it has the greens. And then I also did get, this is Big Twist.
Lovely.
But I got a black.
That's a nice, soft
acrylic, really
too.
soft.
Mm-hmm.
So look at those together, though.
Beautiful.
It's going to be gorgeous.
They're made for each other, yeah. How many of these did you get?
I got 2 of these.
2.
I got 2. Just 2. I think a lot of people think that we only get higher end or whatever yarns. I personally love all yarn. They all serve a purpose, and you never know what you're going to need. So
exactly. Be like, we don't really have a type. We just like good yarn. That's everything?
That's everything.
That's the whole haul. You know what? I think that's plenty. Because looking at this receipt, $2.25, that ain't bad. And I use all my coupons and stuff.
Yeah.
Girl, I saved all kinds of money.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
You do?
My receipt. Okay. How much was yours?
Mine was $225.26.
Mine was $104.50.
Not bad. I know that this the wool is what really pushed me over the edge. Because I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 of these. 10
because these were only $7.
Yeah.
I think we did okay.
I think we did great. I'm really happy with my purchases. So you pretty happy with your haul?
I think I did really good.
I'm really happy with mine. I did want to go get some more of this Karen Colorama Lacy because it's relatively new. And that Joann, the one that we went to, is the only place that I'd seen it in person.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they have it on their website, but for something like this, I really wanted to kind of touch it and pet it in person. So let's talk a little bit about Joann, right? Okay. So as far as we know right now, pretty much everything is still speculation as far as like it potentially closing. But what we do know is that we are approaching the February 15th deadline, which is when they have to essentially resolve their Chapter 11 bankruptcy. As far as we know right now, there's still just the one buyer, which is a liquidation company. Fingers crossed, somebody swoops in and saves the day and we can at least have a few more stores open. Please. But depending on who you ask, there's a potential chance that it gets sold to this liquidation company. They start closing some of the smaller stores, and then maybe a month, 2 months later, they start closing some of the bigger stores. If Joann closes, it's going to be a devastating loss for the maker community here in the States.
There'll be a big hole.
Massive.
Because you have Michael's, And then you have the place that shall not be named. I'm not going in there. Michael's is so hit or miss.
It's all miss for me these days. I haven't had a good experience in a Michael's in years. I don't know if it's just my local area where I've been, but the Michael's that I used to go to in Ohio, the Michael's that I go to here that's not too far from my home, they're either there's no stock, or I feel like they really started shifting towards just having their own yarns, so it's really hard to find like Lion brand yarns or Yarn Inspirations or whatever.
Because I know they went through their time where they decided they weren't going to honor competitors' coupons.
Like, why?
Then they wouldn't honor the prices. Then
they wouldn't price match.
Yeah, they wouldn't price match, and then they just stopped selling things that Joann sold.
Right.
And then that other place, their yarns are amazing.
Fantastic.
But there are a few reasons why we don't go in there. And one of them, for me, was that they started taking dye, the way some yarns were dyed from different makers, and doing it and then selling it and then saying, well, this is us and that's you.
It's not proprietary. And I'm like, sure, it's not proprietary, but it's just not right.
It's not
like
ethical
that don't make
either.
It right.
Right.
I mean, there is a laundry list of reasons why we don't shop at the Hoblob.
Two things. I don't judge you. If you do
what you gotta do.
You gotta go there to make a living, to be able to do what you gotta do. You have to do that. There's so many things that are changing.
It's a luxury.
It is
to choose not to shop there.
Yes.
I certainly get that.
Yes.
But I definitely think back to like my early years as a crafter.
Oh, you did what you had to do.
Yeah. And I remember I used to just go nuts in Joann when they used to have the good coupons, when they used to offer the 25% off of everything about every other week. And when I used to sell at craft shows, you know, I would load up those clear, crappy trash bags full of right, because when you did a big order at Joann, they always had these trash bags, and I would load it up with Lion brand Woolies Thick and Quick. That's all I bought, and that is how I filled all of my craft show booths for years. And so I think about, you know, all the baby designers now, or the people who are just getting into doing craft shows, and it's like, where are you going to go? So now you're driving the businesses online, you know,
and
which is
design.
It's not ideal. It's nice to have the accessibility to be able to get them online.
Right. You're stuck with buying it there.
Yeah.
Or if you go someplace else, they're charging you lots of money.
And I'll say this, I have not had some of the greatest experiences buying yarn online, even from really big retailers. I placed an order with a very large and reputable company that I work with all the time. I placed that order almost a month ago, and I still don't have my yarn. And I can't get nobody on email or the phone to tell me why I don't have it. And then guess what I did when the yarn didn't show up? I went and got it from Joann. That's what I did, because they had it there, and they give you a coupon when you place an order online and go pick it up. There are these really specific situations as a crafter that you find yourself in, and Joann was often the solution. So if they were to go away,
advantages and disadvantages.
Sure, you know, they weren't the best. Sometimes you went in Joann and they didn't have the stock, but I would say 7 times out of 10,
they did.
You could get what you needed from there.
Did.
And you can also you can discover yarns there.
Yeah, because this was new for me.
Yes.
This was new for me. So, and even this was new for me, the Big Twist Supernova, because I saw it and it looks like another company's yarn.
Yeah, Lion Brand has a yarn like that. It's like a tweedy
and Hobie.
Yeah, Hobie has one as well.
Yeah, so
here's my question to you, Ma. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, Joann does close. So this is business, this is retail. Places close all the time.
They do.
It might happen.
How long has they been in business now?
Over 80 years. Over 80 years. They have over 800 stores in 49 states.
JCPenney's or Sears
when Kmart closed,
Kmart.
Didn't see that happening.
Yeah.
I was like, how is this? Yeah. So we've seen these large retailers that we thought were going to be around forever go away. So if that were to happen, who do you think in kind of this ecosystem of craft retail really steps up, and like how can we fill that void? What do you think?
Once I get over what was and isn't anymore, if that happened, I don't see one business stepping up to fill in the void.
Yeah.
I would suggest that everybody else, if this is your livelihood, if this is your business, that you start looking around at different companies.
Definitely.
You know,
I think there's an opportunity to like get a little bit more comfortable with buying yarn online. There are a whole lot of places. I've made a couple videos about places to buy yarn online. I think outside of that, I think this is a great opportunity for like local yarn stores to kind of broaden their reach a little bit. I do love the experience of going into a local yarn store and like trying out maybe a luxury or like a really
things that we
unique yarn.
wouldn't have been able to touch, because if it's dyed in Maine or if it's dyed in Seattle, how would I get that yarn unless I ordered it online?
Exactly. You wouldn't have another opportunity to try it. But considering that they're brick and mortar stores, I think there's an opportunity as well to have some of those more value yarns. And I would say some of my favorite local yarn stores have a nice balance of both. Maybe I don't want to spend $20 a skein every time I go buy yarn. Maybe I want to spend 10 or 8. By having that larger selection of yarns, you're really inviting more of the community into your store. You're saying that this isn't just an exclusive experience, that you want everyone to participate.
Before I knew of LYS or something like that, I had to get my yarn from a big box store because they didn't have any in the area that I grew up in. On my travels, I then learned that there were different places that you could buy yarn and different things like that.
I can't imagine a day when I drive by a Joann and the doors are locked. Like,
my goodness. Like, because off the top of my head right now, I have 5 Joann stores that I go to religiously.
We have a lot around us too.
You know, that are less than 20 miles away that we can get to. I've kept my store open just fine.
We've been stimulating that economy for a minute.
The economy, and even, you know, so you do it for your business. So she does it, and she does her yarn snob reviews and different things like that. I also make.
Oh man, that's gonna be a huge kind of gap in the channel
because you're not gonna be able to go to feel it, to see if it's even something you want to try. You know,
that was a lot of the times that I would do Joann yarn snob reviews. It was very impromptu. Maybe I went into Joann to try something, and then they had lots of different yarns again as an opportunity to discover something new
things. It's gonna be a sobering experience, just like most things we're experiencing now.
You know, I think it's certainly something that we'll have to process as like such a niche community. To be losing one of our giants like this is
especially right now.
But I will say this, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you do go into your Joann, please stop asking them poor people what they know about the closing.
That's their job.
The people at the cutting counter and at the register,
they don't know.
And also, besides that, what you're essentially asking them is, when are you going to lose your job? And that is just not cool. So we're all here to support and encourage each other. So why don't you just stop bringing that up?
Unless you have a
job
for the
to press release
them.
To come. Right.
Unless you have a job to offer them.
Leave them folks alone.
Leave them people alone.
Because I'll tell you what, girl, I've been all over Reddit about this because I'm just devastated at the fact that Joann might close. And there is an overwhelming amount of stories of people who are working at Joann right now, watching this all unfold just like we are, and they are impacted in a way that we can't even fathom.
It happened to me when I worked at the one company and it closed, and they're like, "Oh, you have to stay." I have to stay. Why? What you gonna do to me? I'm like,
so let's just all continue to be kind through all of this. You know, I get it. We're all looking for information. We want to know what's going on
because it's such an open society now, and everybody gets to know everybody's business. But at the end of the day, you're just being insensitive.
You're just being nosy and insensitive. So cut it out. But anywho's, well, thanks for going shopping with me.
I will always go shopping with you, even though I don't like to spend money. But if you want to buy me stuff. I like when other people buy me stuff. You want to buy me stuff?
I got you some cheesecake afterwards.
Oh, listen. Okay, wait a minute. Can I give the 5 on that? Oh my gosh. We went to
the Cheesecake Factory.
And I had this bacon burger.
Yes, it was bacon. So it had like pork belly and strip bacon on it. So if you go to Cheesecake Factory. I don't even know how we got there, but if you go to Cheesecake Factory, get the lemon raspberry cheesecake.
It was so good. Now I'm a New Yorker. I'm the hood girl from Brooklyn. So I had the pineapple upside down.
Oh, how was that? I do love pineapples, but I never found that I loved pineapple upside down cake.
Well, this is the thing. It's not the crunchiness with just the ring of pineapple. So it's not that.
It's just like pineapple cheesecake.
Anybody from New York that's ever had Junior's, but usually you can just get it from the bodega, the pineapple cheesecake from the corner store. Ooh.
Is that good? Ooh. Well, on that note, I think it's time for lunch.
I was hungry now.
Well, we want to thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you
and
so
please
much.
Go support your local Joann if you have a chance. We don't know what's going to happen, but what we can do right now is be encouraging and positive with one another.
Be polite
and
to the
got
people.
Some great yarns in there
Be polite to the people that are in there.
Exactly.
Smile at them.
Sounds good to me. Thanks so much for hanging, y'all. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.